What do you do when your clutter is weighing you down? Well, you get rid of it, of course. One thing at a time, right? Part of self-care is really decluttering so that you can make room in your mind, but sometimes physical objects take out mental time. And I just, a few weeks ago, I recorded a podcast about how to address seasonal blues. And because we're going into the winter, I thought, one of the things is to start a new project. And so the new project I started was decluttering. What was really affecting me was the fact that I would go to my closet and I couldn't find any of my winter gear because my summer gear was out and it was getting cold. And so I couldn't find what to wear, and I'm digging through everything. And I'm just like, you know what? I got to do this closet first. But I have to tell you, like, it scared me because number one, I had to make choices. I know that my body is not the same size as a lot of the clothes that are in my closet. So do I get rid of them, or do I hope that I'm going to fit in them again? What do I do? And then I also have all these things like, memorabilia. Like I used to run marathons and half marathons. I was a fitness instructor, and I would get all of those things in those clothes, and they all have good memories and good feelings. I feel bad, getting rid of them. And then there's the misfits, the things that I bought that I never really liked or never really fit me properly. In this video, I'm going to bring you the process of and the journey of cleaning out my closet. I know that some of this stuff has sentimental being to me. So the conditions are it has to fit, or it has to nearly fit. And if it's instructor gear or running gear that I'm not going to wear again, or memorabilia from a run or my life as a fitness instructor, I get to keep one. But I have to wear it. That's just it. So that's why it's got to fit. So this went well. As I was going through the clothes, I realized how many things that I kept that were actually stained. They weren't giveawayable. Sweated in, that's not giveawayable, And so my stack of giveawayable was like this big. And my bag, I'll show you my bag, weighed 14 and a half kilograms. So that's like 35 pounds. There was something that I realized at the end of this day, and I'm going to share with you that in a minute, that was pretty humbling. But first, I'm going to share with you how I tried on the things that were a little too tight. I remember when I started my transformational journey, over 25 years ago, when I got to my smallest size, and I had this range of clothes in my closet from way too big to a little too tight. And every Sunday, a lot of times it would happen after a binge. I'd be afraid that I ate too much. I would try on every single article of clothing just to reassure myself that I wasn't a bad person for falling off quote unquote plan, that I hadn't gained all the weight that the scale said that I gained, because I could gain like 10 pounds in a day of water retention when I really had a big binge out. And so I would use the clothes as reassurance that I'm okay, I'm doing good. And then later on in my journey, I decided that, that was just torture. So I don't need to hold on to the clothes that are way too big. And I got rid of them all. And then I gained a little bit of weight back and nothing fit me. And I had to go buy a bunch of larger clothes, and I was mortified. I think what was worse was being in the dressing rooms when you have that different light and nothing fits, and you got that 360-degree wide angle. And I just hated that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I think that you do need to have compassion for every place that you are in your life. I firmly believe that. After I weighed my bag of clothes and found out that it was 14.5 kilograms, I stepped on the scale myself and decided that was exactly what I would love to lose. Now I know that's a lot. That's a big, lofty goal. And I know that weight is not a factor of total health of what's going on inside and out. I've been gentle with myself for the last few years as I reprogrammed my nervous system, as I'm navigating through this perimenopausal phase. But I've also been strength training heavily because I know I've lost a lot of muscle mass. I don't know if the scale was accurate or not. I never weigh myself in the middle of the day after lunch fully clothed, and I did that. I'm going to weigh myself again in about a month, but I'm going to do it the right way this time. Buck naked first thing in the morning before I've even had a sip of water and I'm empty. That's the way to weigh yourself. Are you with me? All right, so decluttering the closet. How one simple thing can be a gateway to so many other realizations and self-awareness. I know this one was pretty deep for me. It unlocked another door for me. Like if you don't measure or if you don't know, you never know where you can go or will go, and you don't have to set goals for yourself. And so that's easy. My next step for the declutter is to get that basement office ready. And I'm really super excited for that. I don't think that's going to hold as much. I have a lot of stuff in my cabinets downstairs that are like filled with memorabilia. Like, what do you do with that? How long do you hold on to it? So what I did with the clothes is I held it in my hand if I wasn't sure. And I thought, does this article of clothing make me feel amazing or gross? And it was really, really accurate and super fast. It didn't take long for me to decide at all. And it was such a great feeling. It did feel good. It felt like a massive release to let go of the past. Let me know what you're decluttering in your life and what's making you feel a little bit more weightless. Because, I did write the book, Be Weightless. And if you've read it before, you know that I come from the angle of weight is an analogy for what we're carrying mentally, not necessarily just physically. And when we can release the baggage, so to speak, our health gets better without even really noticing until you feel better. You don't notice you feel bad until you feel better. So being proactive, that's what it's all about. Thanks for watching. If this video was helpful, make sure that you give it a like. That's how I know that you like this stuff and I make more videos like this, and it helps other people just like you hear the things that were insightful to you. And I will see you again next time. Bye for now.